Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna do special effects stitches. I split my thigh open today, y'all. I busted wide open. So yeah, I'm really excited to do this look, y'all, because I haven't done a special effects look in like months. Okay, months. So I'm really excited to do this, and I'm sorry that the angle is kind of off right now. I couldn't find a better way to record everything and show y'all all the supplies and ingredients that you will need. I'm saying ingredients because you could use all this stuff for cooking, but it's really materials and supplies. Let's get started. So first you are going to need a microwave safe bowl. You are going to need a tablespoon. I don't like washing dishes, so I got a plastic spoon. You use what you want. I ain't got time for that. I hope the audio is okay. If not, I don't care. This is my third time trying to figure out this video, so it is what it is at this point, y'all. I'm sick of it. I'm here for y'all, and if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be doing this shit because it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's so hard to stay consistent with all these problems. For the actual gelatin mix, of course, excuse me. For the actual gelatin mix, of course, we are going to need gelatin powder. If you are vegan or, you don't want to do that, if you have like religious reasons why you can't use gelatin or anything like that, they do have vegetable gelatin, I believe, or gelatin. They have a gelatin option for you. I just don't know what exactly it's called. This is affordable. This is market. I got this from Fresh Grocer. They have it at any market or drugstore. It was about $1.50. This box comes with 4 little individual packets inside, and we'll probably need about all 4. I got 4 boxes, but I know I just know I'll use them. And this whole thing right here, this big old gallon. You don't need all of this. I have this because I use it for my skincare products as well. As y'all know, I am the owner of an all-natural skincare line called Transparency Cosmetics, and everything is handmade. And I use glycerin a lot. Glycerin is a natural humectant. It draws moisture into the skin. It's very good to put in moisturizers and toners and different things like that for the skin. Anything that you're trying to rehydrate, it's good for. So I have this big old tub, and I'm just going to use a little bit out. I'm probably only going to need about like 3 tablespoons out of this big jug. They do sell it in smaller jugs. You can find it at any drugstore. Rite Aid. Oh, it is recording. Y'all, I'm telling you, So, anyway, you can find this at any drugstore. It will be in like the first aid aisle, where you would find like witch hazel or alcohol peroxide, things like that. The Midnight Color Wheel. Sorry, it's dirty. I use it a lot. It's a very good product. And I love, love, love using this. I really, really do. It makes everything look so intense and real. Or maybe it's just my talent. Maybe it's just the flick of the wrist. It's definitely the flick of the wrist. It's the and not to toot my own horn, but a toot toot. Here, Spirit Gum is what binds the prosthetics to your skin. Next, I have liquid foundation. This is really good because it mixes really well with the gelatin. I know because I have used this already. I've done this before. I have these 2 colors because I am going to mix it. I'm going to do a drop of each to get my perfect skin tone. The fun parts. All of it is the fun part for me, honestly, but this is the fun part. Z-Blood. Z-Blood. This is the runny blood. This is going to be good for like the deep wounds and all around where the hole is going to be. This is good for like splattering on the skin, and like I said, we're going to do equal parts of each. But you know what? I'm going to change the angle of the camera because I'm not even looking at y'all. I keep looking at this because it's tacky AF. It's so tacky and it's bothering me, and I know I'm just going to hit it, and I don't got time for that. But look at that. Girl Scout cookies are back. Listen, debate right now. What are the best Girl Scout cookies, y'all? I love the shortbread, but the caramel delights are definitely the best. I'm on a diet though, and I know I shouldn't even have gotten these, but again, the caramel delights would have really, really been a stretch. I would have played myself. All right, so my top three, definitely the caramel delights is number one. Number two would be the shortbread, and then number three is between Thin Mints and the lemonades. Ooh, am I forgetting one that I really like? No. No. Yes, they are all good. No. Those are my top three. Thin Mints don't make it. Lemonades. No, Thin Mints. Thin Mints number three. No, but I gotta really be in the mood for Thin Mints, y'all. I really gotta be in the mood for Thin Mints because I can only eat like one or two at a time. Same with the caramel delights though. Maybe these my number one. Wow, I'm gonna eat one right now because I'm glad I picked this because I know me. I'm glad I just know me. You know. Cover me, baby. Shortbread's all over me. Support a good cause. Go out, get you some shortbread cookies. While you going to go get these ingredients, like I said, most of the products you can find at your grocery store. I don't eat like that. When I went and got the gelatin from the market, they were selling them. So go support them. It's for a really good cause. So I'm gonna switch the angle of the camera and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you guys how to mix the ingredients. All right, so I'm back. So basically we're gonna do equal parts of gelatin and glycerin, and we're gonna also add in water. Now, what I should have done was added the glycerin in first with the gelatin, like I said the first time, but I went ahead and added the water in, which is not a problem, but it's gonna get really, really clumpy as you see. And I just don't think it would have did the same thing with the glycerin. So it's okay though, because once you pop it in the microwave, that'll be the next step. You'll pop it in the microwave and it'll blend all the ingredients. It'll melt it all down and blend all the ingredients together. So it won't be a problem. So as y'all see, it's like not really mixing. I have the glycerin added in now and it's just it's just not mixing. So like I said, we're gonna just pop it in the microwave and it'll be all good, all good. I promise. You can do it this way too. So just stay tuned. I'm gonna pop it right in the microwave. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Ta-da! I told you. So after like 12 seconds in the microwave, well, I took it out at 8 seconds and it wasn't all the way melted down. So I put it in for like another 4. You really want to be careful because if you make it too hot, you will not be able to apply it to your skin. It will burn you and it heats really, really quick. So only like 8-second intervals. So now I'm adding in a few drops of foundation just to get it to my skin complexion. I'm just matching it with my hand that's holding the bowl. So I'm using that as reference and it blends really well together. And I'm just going to make sure it's thoroughly mixed before applying it to my skin. I also want to add that you have to work really quick with gelatin because it cools really, really quickly. So after I mixed my foundation, I actually had to put it back into the microwave for like another 8 seconds because it already began to solidify. So yeah, you work really quick with gelatin. You'll see though, like it really starts drying really, really quick. So just using a popsicle stick, I'm applying the gelatin to my leg, right where I want the site to be, where I want the big gash going on my thigh. And I'm just blending out the edges. Like I said, I'm moving really fast because it dries really fast. So I'm just trying to get the edges to be as seamless as possible to my skin. I want it to look like a real abrasion. So I'm creating the depth of the scar now. And look at how fast it's like drying, y'all. I had like 14 seconds. Like 14 seconds to do this. All right, so now remove the excess. You don't need all of that on the sides. We want this to look natural. And we're gonna take some translucent powder and set the wound so that it's not all greasy and shiny looking. Plus, it's gonna really help with the paint. It's gonna make the paint show up more, and it's just gonna look more realistic on top of that gelatin. So, yeah. And I know y'all see that that was a Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush, and I'm pissed about it. I messed it up doing another prosthetic look a few weeks back, and I dipped it in latex. And if you ever used latex before, you know that liquid latex ruins everything. So I was pissed. Pissed my new brush, not my new brush, but a good brush got ruined. So this part is pretty self-explanatory. I'm just creating the bruising around the cut. So just sit back and watch this part, and I'll come back if I feel like I need to say something. Just watch. Okay, for the stitches. So this is just a spool of hair thread that I had, and I just cut it up and made double knots and cut the knots off. So I did this at a time so it could just be faster to apply. I dabbed a bit of spirit gum onto the wound already, and spirit gum is the adhesive that I showed you in the beginning. And I let it dry down a little bit because you have to let it get tacky in order for it to work. So I'm just applying the stitches that I already cut out. I'm going to put them in place. I'm kind of like trying to stage them to see how I want them before they dry down all the way. And I'm just putting them in place, and I'm going to go from there. So now I'm adding in this really thick scab blood, which is actually perfect because since it's a look doing stitches, the cut wouldn't have fresh runny blood. It should be like thick old looking blood. So yeah, I wanted to look dried and crusted and just nasty, like nasty infected stitches. I'm just going in and I'm stippling on a bit of the thick scab blood around the wound to just look like the capillaries are broken underneath the skin. And then I'm gonna add in a little bit of the runny blood, the thinner blood, to just make it look like, I've been irritating it, I've been picking at my scab. Usually stitches itch. I don't know. I always hear that stitches itch. I never even had stitches before. I'm saying it like I had them before. But I'm about to lie to y'all. Yeah, stitches itch. I would just think like any cut, like when your skin is broken and is healing, I always feel like it itch. So, I wanted to give the effect like I've been itching at them, scratching them, and, making my skin bleed. And yeah, it looks disgusting, exactly how I wanted it. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment, leave me questions, let me know what you think. Like it, comment, don't forget to subscribe. And I'm so happy you came back, and I have so much in store. I promise I'm working on so much, y'all. I just got to get all this editing out the way. Trust me, I got so much coming up.